Hey everybody, I'm on my way out the door to get some work done today, and as I was walking past I noticed my farlowella, or my little whiptail catfish, twig catfish, whatever you want to call it. They go by a lot of different names, but it normally hangs out on the intake for the filter, and in this case it's hanging out on the back glass. It's not out of the question to see it hanging out on the glass. I'll even see it hanging out on the woodwork or the leaves of the vegetation from time to time, but it's not very often. And the thing I find most interesting about this, I don't know if you've noticed it or not, but its nose is completely out of the water. And it's certainly not as though it's in any kind of situation where it has to be like that. It's the tank is plenty deep enough. You can see its tail is right there. And now it got its nose back under the water. So anytime a fish has any part of its body exposed out of the water, for example, if you've got a fish that has a swim bladder infection or something and it's swollen up and it's floating, if part of that fish's body is exposed above water, if you're going to try to save the fish, then you should probably coat that part of the fish with some Vaseline or some, petroleum jelly, whatever you want to call it, to keep it from drying out. Fish should not really have bits of their body regularly exposed up and out of the water. It's not good for them to dry out. So that's why I found that to be so interesting, that fish was sitting there deliberately with its nose up and out of the water. And as far as if anyone's thinking, well, maybe it was trying to get some air or something like that, that's not how it works. Fish don't breathe through their noses. I'm using the term nose, tongue in cheek, I guess. It's not really a fish's nose per se. But it did have the front end of its proboscis, whatever you want to call it. It's definitely not a proboscis, but you get the idea, sticking up out of the water, and I found that to be very unusual. And again, it was doing that by choice, not because it was forced to in any way. And obviously, there would be no question about whether or not there was enough oxygen in the water for the fish. We've got plenty of flow, and we've got a big, oversized air stone because I was currently treating this tank with ChemiClean. And I've just never gotten around to taking the air stone out and finishing up the final cleaning of the tank. I need to get in there and do a water change, wipe the glass down, pull that air stone out, etc. Probably this afternoon that'll be on my agenda. But for now, I got to get going. I just wanted to show everybody that interesting little tidbit there, the fish sticking its nose up out of the water intentionally for some reason. Unusual. All right, everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure you're subscribed. Don't forget, this one here is my 20-gallon angelfish tank. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you real soon in the next one.